Zheng Yu's eyes shimmered faintly, a melancholic glint reflecting in her expression. A profound sorrow lingered in her gaze as she looked at Lu Sheng, who stood silently before her, uncertainty flickering in his eyes. Her voice, soft yet urgent, broke the silence as she conveyed her concern. If Lu Sheng didn't return the energy crystals he had taken, the consequences could spiral into something far more dangerous, perhaps even catastrophic. Lu Sheng, clearly unsettled, kept his gaze fixed on her, trying to decipher the hidden weight behind her words. Zhengju lowered her eyes, drawing in a breath as if steadying herself. When she spoke again, her voice trembled faintly with emotion. She revealed a truth that struck like thunder. This so-called guide was no ordinary being. He hailed from a martial civilization so advanced, so immersed in combat doctrine, that there might eclipse anything their blue planet could muster. Their warriors operated at level 10, a realm of power where even Earth's strongest champions would be considered insignificant. Though Lu Sheng had grown powerful through relentless training and countless battles, this moment demanded more than raw strength. It called for wisdom, restraint, and foresight. A heavy silence fell. Lu Sheng's brows drew together as he sank into deep thought. Slowly, a serene light emerged in his eyes. Raising one hand thoughtfully, he looked at Zheng Yu anew, realizing the vast knowledge she held not only about the guide, but also about the mysterious, war-forged civilization from which he came. He asked her quietly, almost reverently, if she would share more. Zheng Yu's expression softened with a blend of affection and hesitation. A faint blush colored her cheeks. Brushing a stray strand of hair from her face, she glanced down and smiled gently. "It's not particularly impressive," she said. "I've simply lived long enough. And time is a teacher greater than any master." With a graceful motion, she lifted a single finger, summoning her system interface. A glowing, translucent window materialized in front of them, data swirling in celestial patterns. Lu Sheng's eyes widened, unable to look away. The projection first revealed Earth, the blue planet nestled in the celestial serpent star system, officially classified as a level 1 resource star. Then, the display zoomed outward to reveal a distant world bathed in an orange glow and pulsing with volatile energy. Zhengju identified it as a battle planet, the origin of beings like the guide. Lu Sheng, his curiosity now ignited, asked if such classifications were universally recognized among advanced civilizations. Zhengju nodded solemnly. Each planet, she explained, was categorized based on its properties: energy resources, life forms, and technological advancement. Earth, while blessed with life and raw potential, possessed only modest energy reserves, justifying its low classification. The display zoomed in on the battle planet, depicting a chaotic landscape on the brink of galactic warfare. It resembled Earth's own cavern rifts, but magnified 1,000-fold. Where Earth's soldiers fought subterranean monsters, the warriors on this world battled horrors that threatened entire star systems. The projection shifted again, showing various other planetary types. Serene, garden planets rich in natural beauty but devoid of advancement. Cultural stars, cradles of intellect and philosophy. And wastelands, grim repositories for interstellar waste. Zheng Yu likened this cosmic system to the caste structures of ancient civilizations, each world with a role, each role bound by design. Lu Sheng's gaze turned introspective. These classifications, though alien, mirrored familiar hierarchies. Zheng Yu continued, guiding the projection across a mosaic of galaxies. She explained that life followed repeating patterns across existence. Differences between civilizations often lay not in values, but in access to resources and technology. With time, even the lowliest resource star could evolve into a battle planet under the right, or perhaps the wrong, conditions. Her tone darkened. Earth, she warned, was not as inconsequential as it appeared. Beneath its surface slept potential capable of drawing cosmic war to its doorstep. The revelation struck Lu Sheng like a bolt of lightning. He turned toward her, urgency etched into his voice. What did she mean? She fell quiet, her gaze lowered. Then, the system projected a vivid scene, the guide's majestic descent through a radiant portal. Zhengju disclosed that the guide appeared every decade not merely to gather energy crystals, but to assess a deeper threat, the looming danger of mutant beast invasions. Lu Sheng asked if this threat plagued the entire galaxy. Zheng Yu nodded. All advanced civilizations were locked in a desperate, endless effort to contain these monsters. A long breath escaped Lu Sheng's lips. A measure of comfort flickered through him. The burden of salvation wasn't his alone. Stronger warriors were already out there, defending the stars. His role was clear now, to strengthen Earth's foundations, to fortify its defenders from the ground up. Zheng Yu looked out at the tranquil landscape. "That day will come," she said quietly, "but not yet." Lu Sheng stood still, shoulders heavy. Zheng Yu clasped her hands and smiled with a kind of quiet hope. "I only wish to grow old in a time of peace." Her words stunned Lu Sheng. He frowned, his voice edged with frustration. Promises made in peace often become chains in war. Zheng Yu flinched, surprised by his tone. But Lu Sheng, regaining his composure, diverted the conversation. "Have you ever thought about leaving this planet?" Her eyes sparkled with wistful wonder. Placing a hand gently over her heart, she looked to the sky. "No, what I long for isn't glory or the stars, it's family, peace, love." Her path as a warrior had taken her far, but now she wished for simpler things. She smiled and extended a hand toward the nearby lake. Then, with a note of warning, she added, "But if you truly plan to leave, do not provoke the guide. Without advanced spacecraft or protective tech, none of us can yet survive the void between stars." Lu Sheng nodded solemnly. Strength alone could not conquer the cosmos. To endure the vacuum of space, one would need to be level 10, perhaps even higher. As they walked across a bridge bathed in the hues of twilight, Zheng Yu shared stories of the guide's civilization spaceships, artificial planets, and massive engines that reshaped entire systems. Then her tone shifted, becoming playful. "So, have you ever thought of rekindling things with Lin Wanwen?" Lu Sheng's face reddened. Scratching his head, he laughed awkwardly. "I'd have to ask Snowy first." Images of smiling women filled his thoughts. Dong Qingsu, Lin Wanwen, others. But then came the image of them crying. His heart settled. The monogamy, he decided, was enough. A few days later, he attended a grand feast prepared by Dong Qingsu and the closest companions. The table overflowed with vibrant dishes. Familiar faces Lin Wanwen, Dong Shengyi, and more gathered in joy. Lu Sheng playfully rested his hands on Dong Shengji's shoulders, making the man tense up, while Lin Wanwen chuckled in amusement. But that night, back at his mansion, Lu Sheng froze. Standing before the Dreamspace interface, dozens of red warning panels flashed before his eyes. His access was still locked at level 10, no real data about space. Then it clicked. The system was hiding something. He reviewed Zheng Yu's revelations again. Suddenly, everything fit together. The system had been concealing the full truth. One prediction burned into view: a battle with the guide in October. It would be brutal. He would be injured, but not killed. 3 years after that, he'd reach level 9. Excitement surged through him. That pressure, that challenge, he welcomed it. The guide's overwhelming strength would become his crucible. But then another screen appeared. Dreamspace showed his death age 28 during a catastrophe named the War of Destruction. Earth would fall. His heart sank. Panic seized him. He frantically searched the logs. The data was consistent. The timeline unchanging. Clenching his fists, fury and dread collided inside him. A mistake had been made, or perhaps a truth long ignored. He remembered the monstrous being he once sensed beneath the sea. Could that be the root of it all? For a moment, he cursed Zheng Yu for awakening this nightmare. But then he breathed deeply. He had 8 years. 8 years to change fate. Even if he couldn't win, He would survive and protect those he loved. As the morning sun rose, Lu Sheng stood tall, his eyes ablaze with purpose. He would not retreat. He would not surrender. He would ascend beyond destiny itself.